If you're the kind of person who's constantly overthinking every single decision that they make and for some reason are never able to act on their plans,
I'm so analytical and I'm always like overthinking and I have like my inner critic.
then this video is for you. I used to be extremely shy, and from being extremely shy and overthinking every single decision of my life to actually having started a portrait photography business and a successful YouTube channel, and also being able to confidently talk on camera, I can assure you that if you watch this video till the end, it's going to actually help you overcome overthinking. And this is not going to be like one of those videos where I talk from a point of authority. I have also dealt with all these issues firsthand, so I can promise you that if you watch this video till the end, you will get a lot of value, especially coming from someone who has been through the same issues. And do stick till the end, because the fourth tip is the most important one. I have made a few notes that should help. So the first thing that will stop you from overthinking is actually not being attached to the results. So what do I mean by that? Basically, if you think a lot about what results you're going to create, it's going to be really hard for you to actually start doing something, because you will put so much pressure on yourself that because you will be always judging yourself by what you want to create and not by the little progress that you make along the way. The second tip that I would like to give you is to always having a learner's mindset. Now, what do I mean by that? It's basically trying to tell yourself that no matter what it is that you want to do, you can always improve as you go along the way, and always telling yourself that you are actually learning and your job right now is to not get perfect at doing something. So if you want to start your singing career, your goal should be to actually just starting singing and trying to practice, and not comparing yourself to some popular influencer on Instagram. Similarly, if you want to create a YouTube channel, it might be worth it to just compare yourself and your journey to where you are today, and tell yourself that I am trying to learn this thing and I'm not really trying to focus on comparing myself to any other popular YouTuber out there. So your only competition is with yourself, and having this learner's mindset is actually going to help you a lot achieve whatever goals that you have set for yourself. The third tip to prevent yourself from being in this loop of overthinking every single decision and actually not taking action is to start today and take action itself. So instead of figuring out the perfect strategy on how you're going to create the perfect video, or figuring out the right hooks, the right captions, the right format to create content, just start. Like I'm talking right now, I literally came for a walk and I quickly wrote some notes as to what I wanted to talk about. And the moment I wrote these notes, I did not spend too much time thinking about what the scene is going to look like, what I should wear. I just put on my mic and I just started talking to the camera. And the more you get used to doing it, the better you're going to get. So trust me, coming from someone who also struggles talking to camera, like right now I'm trying to make an eye contact to camera, and I believe that I will only get better at it by doing it. If you will keep on taking actions towards your goals, you will get better little by little every day. But taking action is going to help you a lot more than actually just trying to do all the research, and it will also stop you from not overthinking too much, because the more action you will take, the more confident you will feel over time, because you will be gaining the real skills. The fourth and last point, because I want to keep the video really short, and the fourth and final point, that is the most important one, is to not solve problems that you don't have yet. This is the most important point that I would like you to take home, if anything, because I wish someone had told this to me before when I started my content creation journey, when I started my photography business, basically anything that I did outside 9 to 5. If someone had told me to not try to solve problems I don't have at that time, I think my process would have been a lot more smooth. Let me give you a very specific example. So when I got into photography, I started with a Fujifilm camera. It had all these different filters that you can use to take photographs into different settings, for example, sunset, daylight, and so on. And I got so much caught up into trying to figure out the perfect settings that I took almost 2 weeks to even go out and actually start shooting, because I thought to myself that if I can just get the settings right, it will make my job a lot more easier. And I did not realize that no matter how perfect settings I have, the only way I would have learned is by actually taking the camera out, taking different shots in different settings, and then figuring out what filters look better in what situations. And so I was just overthinking, because I was just trying to not do the actual work and trying to just tell myself that I'm doing something to keep myself busy. And so not try to solve the problems that you don't have yet, and just take the first step and just trust in yourself that you will fix all the things that you need to fix when you get there. These are 4 tips. By the way, since I already mentioned this before, but I used to be really shy talking to camera in the past, and I used to overthink and self-sabotage all my efforts because I just didn't feel good enough or confident enough to pursue any of these things. And so all of this changed when I started working with an ICF accredited life coach, and she helped me feel a lot more confident and take all these actions that I have been able to take within the last 2 years. These are the actions that I wanted to take for the last 5 years, and for some reason I was not able to. So working with a life coach helped me, and that eventually led me to start taking a life coaching course as well. And as someone who used to be really shy, who used to overthink every single decision, who used to self sabotage, procrastinate, had imposter syndrome, like every single issue that you can imagine, especially being an introvert. So, coming this from someone, if you're someone who has some passion or gift that you would like to share with the world, but for some reason keep getting stuck from taking action and just keep getting stuck in running into circles, then I believe that I can help you break that cycle. So if you would like to work with me, there's a link in the description to the discovery call. Feel free to book that with me, and I'd be more than happy to talk to you about how I can best support you. And if we are a good fit, I would love to work with you. If we are not a good fit, I would still give you a lot of free information and a lot of good value by the end of the session. So you will have enough insights, at least as to what things you might need to focus on in order to get yourself comfortable talking on camera. And that's all for today. Watch this video if you are also scared of the fear of failure and that prevents you from taking actions, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, it is recording. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I was able to go from being extremely shy and overthinking every single decision that I used to make